Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Yap, the greatest podcast that has ever existed in the history of ever. We talk about everything and anything. I am your hostess with the mostest, Uptime Lupo 420, aka Jim, and I am here as always with my beautiful bald headed co host, Abner. How we doing?
I'm not bald. I'm not bald. Okay, I have some hair.
Anyway,
What was the pause for?
no, I'm not going to confirm nor deny for the
No, no,
viewers.
no. You got to confirm for our three listeners. One of them being my girlfriend that I'm not bald.
the the theory that you have hair. There's not a lot of evidence to it.
It's not. It's not a theory. I have hair. It's just not a lot.
So you're saying that it's a conspiracy theory that you have hair. What's the evidence for that?
No, it's not a conspiracy. I have hair. It's on the
Mm,
top of my head. It's
skeptical.
just
See, but
not there.
prove it to the audience right now.
How?
Exactly. If you can't prove it, then fortunately, buddy, you're bald.
You know what? Fuck you. Okay.
Anyway, there's a couple things we could talk about. It's nice because we're doing this on a Friday, so there's still kind of so much that's been going on that's a little bit fresher in my memory. You know, like sometimes some show happen on Tuesday and we record on a Sunday, and I'm like, oh, dude, I don't even remember half the stuff that went on.
Mm.
Like, do you remember
So,
Rob Reiner, dude? Remember we talked about that last time? It was like it broke that he died.
oh yeah, and it turned out his son killed him. Like
Dude, it
that's
was his
insane.
son, and that's so and uh the biggest victim out of that whole thing, dude, Conan O'Brien, man.
Oh yeah, because he was hosting a party and Rob Reiner's son was there, and I think it was like Bill Hader or somebody.
Yeah.
They got into like a spat, and he left. Just ended up killing his parents, which is crazy. What possesses you to do that as a person?
Apparently he was some type of drug addict that was in rehab, out of rehab a lot. So I mean, I'm not excusing the behavior, but when you're kind of like I don't know, what's that movie? I wish Robbie was here. What's the movie about the kid with his son and he's a drug addict? Uh it's got the dude from The Office in it, Michael. Michael's the dad. And isn't it Timothy Chalamet is the son?
Oh, I know what you're talking. I don't know the name of the movie.
Uh yeah, but it's like that where it's like, you think you're this person, and then when you really start to battle with drugs, you kind of become a different person because of that. And I mean, honestly, it's also kind of their fault too. Like, why are you're basically bringing your son to an office Christmas party. Like, that cannot ever go well.
Yeah, it could be fun. You never know.
Dude was walking around asking people what their name was and if they're famous. Like, what's going on,
That's kind of funny. Actually, I respect that. I actually
man?
like him now. I'm kidding. I don't. I don't know.
Yeah. So they got into a little argument at a Conan O'Brien Christmas party, and then later that night ended up both getting knifed. Very crazy to
That's
see.
insane. Yeah, that's insane, dude. Like, I imagine doing that to the people who like gave you life and put a roof over your head. Like, imagine doing that just
Yeah,
because
and
you.
it's not even like for, like, I mean, as far as I know, it's not even like for anything like drug related. Like, I mean, not I could see it, but like when you're an addict like that, you're just kind of like stealing shit to sell it. When you kind of reach that level, it's not even that he was stealing anything. He just got mad. I guess it's that thing too. Like, it kind of changes you, and you can't regulate yourself.
I don't
But
know.
yes, that's one of the things. Glad to see. That's why you got to continue to listen to the podcast so you can follow our stories week by week.
No, so
Uh,
let's move on to something even crazier. Not really even crazier, but still pretty crazy. The former undisputed heavyweight champion in boxing. Anthony Joshua
Oh,
will be fighting Jake
yes.
Paul.
Yes. For the visual listeners, I have queued up a poster. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul, my goat in boxing, pulling the industry out of the shackles of non watching. People don't watch boxing anymore. And Jake Paul
I
saying,
mean,
I'm
I'll
going
watch.
to
It depends
save
on the fighter. It
the
depends. I'm not
industry.
just watching like a random boxer fight because I don't
What
know the
was the
person.
last boxing event you saw, seen, watched?
Uh, the Canelo versus Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and before that,
Before that, I think I watched you know a fight. The
yeah,
Japanese guy. It's
he's
like the
always good. Yeah.
I've watched that one. That guy's tough. He low key might be the best boxer in the world.
Yeah, them small. Well, it's hard because it's like Mighty Mouse, too. It's just like when those guys are so small, there's such an emphasis on technique. Like Vasily Lomachenko when he first was amateur into his professional career, that was super awesome to see. And it is like tech. I would say technique matters a lot more the smaller and smaller you get. But I'm
No, it definitely does. Technique, like, cause like you're not gonna be beating people way taller than you. Like it's just not happening. So
yeah.
you gotta be great. Um,
But that's what I'm saying though, dude. You have to, and for the last, I mean, I'm not gonna. Are you? Would you say that you're like a casual boxing viewer?
yeah, yeah. Like I don't
Yeah.
know everyone. I know
And
the
so for the only
important ones.
way for you to watch a boxing event is if two of the last like greatest boxers in boxing history to fight, or another dude that is considered one of the best in his weight class ever at a lower weight class gets you to watch boxing. You know. Meanwhile,
Yeah, no.
Jake Paul
Oh,
pulling numbers, fighting streamers, NBA players, and Nate Diaz. You know,
no. I hate you for saying that.
listen, you guys are gonna dick eat somebody who had a controversial social media past and decided to fully dedicate himself to something. And for whatever reason, you guys just want to hate on that, even though he's doing everything the right way. He's going through the
No, he's
steps to
not. He's
getting a proper
fighting like
boxing
80 year
trainer.
old men. What are you talking about?
Listen, are we trying to pretend that the boxing industry is not full of people fighting pancakes and knocking down cans to get an inflated record before they finally fight somebody that is an interesting challenge for money, for like a money fight?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what happens. I don't know if like I'm not going to pretend like I'm any more knowledgeable than you are. But at least history has shown that that's basically all it is. All of these promoters coddle certain fighters that they think are going to be big deals because it's all about getting super big money. I mean, I have an article popped up here, and Jake Paul does pull in money just because he's like an oddity. And again, Anthony Joshua is a certified heavyweight undisputed champion. So there's big numbers in that. But I was looking down, where does it say their purses? The one was saying it was like 168 million. And then Jake Paul was like, "No, it's actually 267 million." They're splitting. I mean, I don't know what the splits are. I can only assume 50-50. But that's an insane number. An absolutely insane number. But of course, I'm sure you also believe in the conspiracy. Do you think that Jake Paul is actually just paying him to
Dude,
lose?
I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. If if Jake Paul wins that fight tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
that shit is rigged. If it's not a knockout in the first 2 rounds or 3 rounds, I'm not watching boxing ever again. You're gonna let Jake Paul be? You're the former heavyweight champion of the world. Jake Paul shouldn't even be fighting you.
I mean, he lost to what is it? Anthony Ruiz,
Okay, Anthony
who
Ruiz
is
is
a
still a
guy
heavyweight
that's
boxer.
just I
Jake
mean,
Paul is a streamer.
again, you say that he's a streamer, but how far has he been going working every day as a professional boxer now, at least 5
The only
years.
professional boxer he fought that wasn't like over the age of 50 was Tyson Fury's younger brother, and he lost.
Yeah, but that was close though, and it was a controversial loss. If we're really gonna be honest about it.
Still lost. Like a loss is a loss.
Okay, and Anthony Joshua is 28-4. Jake Paul has lost one fight. Does
All right,
that
who did he
mean that
beat?
Anthony
Who
Joshua
did he
is
beat?
less
No, no.
credible?
Name me the people he beat.
Nate Diaz,
Doesn't count. Not a boxer.
um, Mike Tyson.
He was legit like almost 70.
Damn, it's
Stop,
crazy how
stop.
you're making excuses for everything.
Because he was.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has 2 losses. My fault. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. I'll try and find the. I'll try and find the boxing record. Here you go. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who held the WBC middleweight title. Uh, Mike Tyson, Mike Perry, who we're gonna split hairs here. Is bare knuckle boxing counting as boxing?
I'm not. That's
Why?
not. That's still not boxing.
Bare knuckle. It's literally the same rules except you don't wear gloves. It's just tape.
And
It was in a boxing event, but
he
like dude was
lost
an
in
MMA
a
fighter.
boxing
Dude
match.
fought in. He had the middleweight belt for bare knuckle fighting championship.
Congrats.
Okay, man. Knocked out. Oh, hold on. If we're gonna be so on, okay, so fought a YouTube dude. Don't care. Nate Robinson, basketball player. Don't care. Ben Askren, years of MMA. I understand wrestling, and he was old as fuck. How much striking experience would you say Ben Askren has had in the course of his MMA career?
If you watch a Ben Askren fight, you can tell he's not a striker. Let's put it that way.
So are you saying that that individual hasn't been training and striking?
No, what I'm saying is that individual isn't good at striking. So
Okay. What about
if you're
Anderson Silva?
Anderson Silva again, dude, with the old people, he was like 45.
Wow, it's crazy. So I found a direct counter to what you're trying to say, and then you changed the goalpost on me. I'm kind of sensing a pattern here.
Ben Askren was also like 45 or something.
Yeah, and
These people are out of their primes.
sorry. Oh, but when Randy Couture wins in the heavyweight belt, that's not impressive. Is that what you're saying?
That's impressive, yeah.
Or when George Foreman comes back and he wins it when he's super old? But if he lost, it doesn't matter because they're old. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Wow, a crazy double standard we have here on the Yap. I kind of got sidetracked by this whole thing because you wanna babble about nonsense. But yeah, my heart of hearts, truly, even though I do dick ride, there should be no way that Anthony Joshua does not knock him out in at least 3 rounds. If it's over 3 rounds, I'm gonna suspect that he put a bet in for the over. um,
If it's over 3 rounds, Cash Patel, do your job.
do
Cash
your
Patel,
job.
do your job.
Yeah,
Look this up. This is a travesty.
I don't know, man. Because I feel like in the same way that everybody was talking about Mike Tyson in their fight, like everybody has a chance. Like he just has to really give him a good punch. That's kind of like the same thing you
Yeah,
could
but I
say
mean,
for Jake
still, like
Paul.
that's dude. It's like it's not like he's fighting like a scrub boxer or like a journeyman boxer. He's fighting a former heavy, and it's not like he was heavyweight champ like 5, 6 years ago. He was champ like 2, 3 years ago, and he's still an active boxer.
Yeah, but also at the same time, he won the belt and didn't fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. I have to look up his record now too. Whoa, born in 1989. Is that too old? Is that too old?
Who? Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, he's 36. He's 36. Just saying. I just
Okay,
want
that's
to I just
fine.
want to have the excuses at the ready.
Oh my God, this guy.
Thank
Why are you a
you.
Why are you a dick rider for Jake Paul of all people?
Listen, there's just something about a dude. deciding to go into something whole hog and just just doing his best, and people just dick eating on him because he made YouTube videos like 10 years ago.
No dick eating on him because he made YouTube videos 10 years ago. We dick eat on him because his opponents are all like
Nah,
geriatrics.
nah, nah. All right, so he fought Ruiz, and then so he got the heavyweight belt, fought like 5 people. That's the other thing too. What the fuck type of there's like it's like AEW for boxing. There's like 30 different, like you could be a heavyweight and have 30 different belts
How'd you mention AEW?
because they have 30 different belts
Yeah,
and
but
they
what
all
was the
mean
reason you
nothing.
mentioned it?
Huh?
Why'd you mention it? Why'd you mention it? That's a
MGF
weird thing.
MGF is back, just saying. Maxwell
Who?
Jacob
How do you know
Freeman.
that name? How do you know that name? You watch AEW?
Listen, anyway, um did he
If you tell me
actually
you watch
did he
AEW,
actually fight Francis Ngannou? When did this happen?
yeah, he beat him. So if he's beating Francis Ngannou, like he shouldn't be losing to freaking Jake
Hold
Paul.
on, hold on, hold on. Are you gonna give him props because Jake Paul was going to fight Tank Davis, and then once Tank Davis's wife was like, "Yeah, this dude beat the fuck out of me," he was like, "All right, fine." They stopped the fight because he has to deal with that. He said, "Oh, okay, fine. Let me just take on former heavyweight champ of the world. Give him some. I want you give him some flowers for that.
No,
Why?
no, I'm not.
Why?
Why should I give him flowers?
Because he's literally trying to appease you, and you're still sitting there and with his cock in your mouth. You're choking
Who's
on it.
cocking my mouth?
You're dick eating so hard you're choking on it.
You know what, Jimmy? You're right. You win.
Thank you. That's all I really wanted out of you. Anyway, I will be watching tomorrow.
What time's the fight tomorrow?
8 p.m. That says ET. I'm assuming
That means
my
Eastern.
little picture means EST. What is ET? Phone home.
Eastern.
Yeah, but isn't it usually EST? What
It's the
is
same thing. Eastern EST.
well then why why all right, that bothers me. But sure. Yeah, so 8 p.m. Oh, also that card is actually a pretty good card because one, if there are some fights that like obviously people aren't going to care about, like uh Caroline Dubois and Camelia Panta, don't know who they are. So sorry. And then there are some weird fights where you're like, why is Anderson Silva fighting Tyron Woodley? Actual
That's a
Jake Paul
fight.
scraps. It's the fight before.
That's
Um,
hilarious, actually. And why
Unified
is that
super
happening?
featherweight. I don't know. Probably because people want to be on this card. Probably because of the amount of money that's involved and like name recognition. So Anderson and Woodley got the nod because they make a lot of money. There's three different. There's four actually. There's four title fights. So it's just it feels like it almost feels like a UFC like numbered pay per view. Dude, this thing is gonna start. If it starts at 8, the Jake Paul fight might not be till like 2 in the morning. This is gonna be insane. Or
The card
that's
starts at 8?
I can't tell anymore because obviously sometimes people just want to watch the heavyweight fight or like the main event of a boxing card because boxing each boxing match can go super long. Like this one is 8 3-minute rounds. So that's 24 minutes and then you get a minute in between. So 23 plus 8, 31 minutes. So that's going to be a half hour if it goes the full distance. Times that by 7 other fights on a card. That's at least 4 hours if they all start to go to distance. Obviously, some of them won't. Some of them might. But so like I don't know. Sometimes they'll just say like, "Oh yeah, this is when this fight will be." But then, like I said, if it starts at 8, Lord knows, because we got 8 different fights. Let's just do some dumb math. 5 times 8. Let's say they end in the 5th round. Uh, yeah, I'm not doing that. This is fucking stupid. I lost my train of thought because you also have like entrances and interviews during and commercials. Yeah, you're not gonna see this fight till two a.m. Guarantee it.
You gonna be staying up to watch it?
Absolutely not. But it is on Netflix, so if people really cared, they're probably just gonna wake up or like that night just scroll over to the actual fight because I kind of forgot
You
that
mean the next day?
he's on yeah, like the next day, whenever because it's gonna be a Saturday, so you could just wake up and watch it before college football if you're
Sure,
if
you
you're like
can.
a big sports person.
I mean, dude, again, Cash Patel. If this fight,
Do your job.
like, that's insane to think about that Jake Paul might win against Anthony Joshua. And at that point, you just have to know it's rigged. Like, it has to be rigged.
That's what Deontay Wilder said. He said, in my opinion, it's scripted a little bit because of the weight difference, and Joshua's a former champion, and also he's current, he's active. This is gonna be the first time we see Paul fighting an active fighter. We've seen the Mike Tyson fight. That was all fun. That was cute. It was fun in games, and now you're dealing with a real professional. But Nate Diaz says that he's got his money on Paul, and he
Well, Nate
has
Diaz.
a lot of CTE and can barely speak. So take that
Yeah, that's what
for
I was
what
about
you
to
will.
say.
That's
Nate
that's so
Diaz.
sad to see though, dude. Like he really like there's certain things like they really don't want to. The UFC doesn't like to showcase Matt Serra a lot because he's now like walking around like a COD zombie. But
Is he really? I didn't know that.
dude, he I might just be yapping out of the side of my mouth. I thought that he had some like
Does he have Alzheimer's?
big thing going on with his body because of the all the stuff that happened to him during his UFC career. Like I thought his brain started getting turned into soup and he started mentally deteriorating. There's like something, it might not have been Matt Serra, but there was some UFC like Hall of Fame event where they like brought him out and he
Are you thinking
uh
about Matt Hughes?
maybe Matt Hughes where he like walked out, but he was like he really
Yeah,
was.
because he got hit by a train.
Did he get hit by a train?
Yeah, he got hit by a train.
When did that happen? Is that why they were
That was like a
celebrating?
big
They were
thing.
like, "Yay!"
Or no, I don't think he got hit by a train. I think he was like in a motorcycle accident or something. But yeah, it wasn't because he has like because he's a noodle. It's because he got in an accident.
A noodle. How do you spell Hughes?
Huges. Just look at Matt
HUGH.
Hu and he comes up. It should be like the
Matt
first search.
Hughes train.
No, I think it was a motorcycle
No, no, no,
accident,
no,
not a
no, no.
train.
Endured a devastating train accident.
Oh, it was a train. All right, so I was
How do you
right.
get hit
Yeah, he
by a
got hit by a
fucking
train.
train?
I don't know, but he got hit by a train, and that's why he
That's
was like,
crazy. Well, okay. Well, my point still stands though. Nate Diaz has CTE from getting punched in the face so much, and he could kind of speak when he first started. Now you kind of listen to him, and he's mumble mouthing it.
yeah, he's tough. He's a tough listen. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah. Even a little bit ago when he did that, this has been probably 2 or 3 years when he went on the what is Ariel Hawani show? Is it just the Ariel
Uh,
Hawani show?
yeah, I think so.
The MMA hour. There you go. He did an interview with there, and he kind of was just fucking around. Not really.
He was
Oh,
like, yeah,
dude
yeah,
was
you
hit
know,
by a train and spent 19 days in a medically induced coma. How do you do that? Wait. So the accident occurred on a trail as he was returning from wherever. Fortunately, there are no railroad crossing signs to warn him of a train. Who?
fortunately,
No, it says. Did I say fortunately? Obviously not.
yeah. I was like, what?
Unfortunately, there were no railroad crossing signs, and he was unable to spot the train. The absence of clear visual cues. The tall cornfields obstructed his view of the railroad track, and the only indication was a yellow sign lacking the usual warning lights or signals. So he couldn't see because there was corn, and he just drove across and got blapped, T-boned by a train. Dude, that might be That might be even scare. That might be the scariest thing you could see while driving. You just turn and there's a train. Oh my god! It's like a. Oh, here you go. Here's a movie reference, Robbie. It's like in Whiplash. Remember Whiplash? It's on a train, but dude was driving, and he gets T-boned, and it's like one of them scenes where you don't think it's gonna happen, and then it happens. Anyway,
Yeah,
he can move again. I think. Good for him. Oh, here you
yeah.
go.
So they showcased him because they were like, "Oh, he's walking now." That's
Yeah.
what happened. It wasn't
So
because like
anyway, I'm a terrible person for trying to make fun of somebody that got hit by a train. So that's me.
yeah, you are a terrible person.
Yeah, but I own it. You know. Anyway, what else? What else is new in the world, man?
Oh, you want to talk about the games, the Sunday games, the games that
Oh,
are
we
also on
can, we
Saturday?
can, we can, we can. Okay, hold on. Let me. I also, I have another, I have another picture. I have another picture for this.
Welcome everybody to the Yap. My name is Abner. I don't have a gaming profile. I'm also very sick, but since I'm so dedicated to everybody, I want to do the pod because this is my passion. This is what I love to do, entertain the people. And with me is Uptown Lupo 420, or better known as Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? How are you?
I'm doing absolutely jolly and gay. It's December 23rd. Christmas is right around the corner. I am not sick because I am filled with the Christmas spirit. I just did my online shopping. I'm always the last day possible to try and get my shit. And Christmas this year was brought to you exclusively by Walmart. So all the people that will be getting gifts this year, just know, couldn't have done it without Walmart. Sponsor us, please.
Nice. Yeah, Walmart, seriously, sponsor us.
Dude, I got into a
Um,
little I almost ruined Christmas because for whatever reason it was not taking my purchase. Like it wasn't taking my payment. Like I had the money for it, but it was like, your credit card information looks a little stupid, so we're not gonna put it in. I'm like, all right, this is really dumb. So I used a different card to do it, and then it accepted on both. So now I was freaking out. It's 9 o'clock now, so I'm like 2 hours. What do you call it from it? So I'm calmed down about it now. But when it happened, I was freaking out because I was like, "What the fuck?" Like now I got no Skrilla and all that, and I was gonna go call customer support, but they had
mhm.
all just left for the day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just contact us tomorrow." And then I forgot that it's a federal holiday now, the next 3 days, so I probably won't even talk to them till fucking the 28th. But
It's a federal holiday for the next 3 days.
well, didn't Trump just make an executive order saying the Christmas Eve? I know Christmas is, but he was trying to say the
Yeah,
day
Christmas
after
is.
Christmas as well. Trump, uh, Christmas Eve federal holiday. Here we
I don't know
go.
about that one.
Federal workers, because federal workers haven't been working enough during that government shutdown. We need to
True.
give them extra days off for Christmas. Federal workers to get December 24th through the 26th, sixth off. So those pesky flight control attendant peoples, they get to not work even more than they already not work. But anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
Speaking to when you said gay,
mm,
now when do you think that word changed the meanings? Like, was it like in the 1970s when like the AIDS epidemic happened, or like, you know what I
well,
mean? Like, when do
it
you think that
happened.
happened?
It happened when your mother gave birth to you because the second you
Oh
popped
yeah, that's
out,
when it
the
happened.
doctor
That's
pointed
when it
and said,
happened.
"What the fuck? Look at that gay little thing." And it immediately changed from happy to just
Gay.
an abhorrent crude word to be used because homosexuals were already a thing. They had their own
Oh,
little
true,
word.
they
We
are. They were.
co-opted that, or no, they co-opted gay. We were just using it as a derogatory term, and they said no, we need to make this us. At least that's what ChatGPT just said to me, of course, because I would never say anything derogatory about persecuted
But
group
why was it the
peoples.
first thing you thought of was gay?
What do you mean?
Like you were
Marrying
like,
gay?
oh yeah, marrying gay. You're
Well,
like,
because
yeah,
I
I
feel
wouldn't
like
say gay.
I feel like jolly and gay. Like I feel like gay is an old timey word that's only kind of thrown around during Christmas time. Mostly because people only will like watch the animations from like 1920s. Like,
Uh
dude,
huh.
Peanuts, dude, Rudolph. What?
Mm.
Let's see. The origin of the word gay. The concept. Okay, dude, give me a short answer. Early Russian ethnographers observed Chukin shamans in Syria. Dude, what is happening? I don't know, man. It's always been a thing. How about that?
Yeah, but you said gay because you were like, yo, I want to mention it was like a subliminal message. You know
Dude,
how
if you look up
like the Illuminati
LGBTQ history on Wikipedia, you get a picture of two dudes
of
fucking.
gays? No,
Like,
you don't.
dude, look up LGBTQ history in India, and it's two dudes fucking with penises out. And the
You're
one is,
lying to me.
I shit you not, the one is busting a nut. I don't even like, normally I don't really care about like graphic content on the internet because I'm 28 now, so like none of it bothers me. But it is one thing though, like Wikipedia, like I understand it's technically historic art because it's from like the 18th century or whatever.
The
That's
sculpture.
crazy. No, if you scroll LGBTQ history, if you scroll down, it starts talking about in East Asia, Japan, and Korea. If you go down to the India section, it's right there.
Hold up, let me see.
Here, I'll take a picture and I'll just send you
No,
the.
no, 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 no. I want to
Oh,
find
you
this
want to you want to
myself. I
see it
want
for
to find this.
yourself? Okay,
Yeah, I want to see it for
you jolly little
myself.
fellow.
Yeah,
Anyway, but yeah,
national.
there's always been like weird stuff like that on the internet, like weird ways to get graphic content in a normal looking place. Wikipedia was one of the places I would have expected it the least.
Can you send me the link to that? I don't. I can't
It's
find it.
literally
1 second. Maybe I just did.
HTTPS
Is it East Asia? You said East Asia?
India. So just keep scrolling
Southeast
down.
Asia.
You'll get to post Menji Japan, Korea, North Asia.
Holy
It's yeah,
shit!
see? And tell me if I'm wrong. Those weird, not weird. The white dots
No, those are
are in
exactly
such
what
a
you think it
way.
is. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah. So that's that. Oh, dude, if you scroll down even more, it's on like a hydro. Oh no. Oh no. That's even worse.
What?
If you scroll down to Egypt, if you read the description, that's even weirder. Not weird. I don't want. God, this is going to be another episode of me trying to avoid canceling us. But it's
Egypt?
literally a stone. You see it, right?
No.
It's look under Egypt, ancient Egypt. It's right there. The picture to your right.
Oh.
But if you read the
Oh.
caption,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh, oh,
Oh.
oh,
Okay.
that's technically even worse.
That's not technically even worse. That is worse.
Yeah.
That is
So
horrid.
if anybody cares and actually wants to look at it, LGBTQ history on Wikipedia, you can see graphic sex of men.
Yeah.
Which, if it's your thing, uh, Wikipedia, weird place to put that, but sure. Anyway, so you were talking about you're gay, right?
No, no, you're gay.
Oh, okay. Anywho, So I guess a bit of a we've had a jump in time here because we were doing a podcast last weekend, right?
Yeah,
And I was gonna say that I was just gonna edit it, but you know what? We might as well just pretend like we just had a jump in time.
okay.
Um, so yeah, we were doing it, and then we got like an hour in, and we were talking about some shit. We were talking about football, and it already had happened at this point, so there's no point in talking about it again. But that's kind of what happened. We were talking, we were yapping. I'm gonna use some of the other stuff like Rob Reiner. That was a interesting thing. Jake Paul. We could talk about Jake Paul because that was kind of
Happened.
relevant. Yeah, I didn't see the card live, but I did see like the fight of the Jake Paul fight. I know people were talking about the undercard with the ladies and
Yeah,
Andrew Tate fought, right?
and he lost.
Yeah, I don't know. Fraud alert. All those guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we're I don't know if we were talking about it earlier. Um, we might have 2 episodes ago when we were first talking about it, but just like some people in boxing can just have a stat padded record of fighting like tomato cans and just knocking down nobodies. And like Andrew Tate was a world kickboxing champion. Okay, that's now not that it's suspect, but I don't know, dude. The uppercut that guy threw was one of the most cartoonish uppercuts I've seen. Like, how do
And
you
he's
get hit
got
by
him with
that?
it.
An
And it's like,
actual
dude, you're a
like Mike
former
Tyson punch out type move, like Glass Joe, give him the entire wind up. He still gets hit with it.
like he's a former world kickboxing champion apparently, and then just
Yeah,
gets
and
beat
he
up.
well, I mean, maybe that's just what it's kind of like Mike Tyson. Maybe that's just what happens when you go from training uh in a combat sport a lot to then not. When was
I don't know.
Andrew Tate world champion? I think it was also he was a 4-time world champion. Um, his achievements in the sport have established him as one of the notable figures in kickboxing history. Okay, hold on. This is already sounding suspect. He participated in a 4-man tournament. Oh, I'm also on Wikipedia. Do you think I'll see another penis again?
Maybe.
um, participated in a 4-man tournament. Okay, so he what? He participated in a tournament and he lost, but he didn't lose the belt. That's what I'm saying, dude. All this sounds so fake. Like, what is now? What is this now? Like, this is. Oh, apparently he had to retire early due to eye-sustaining damage through his combat sports career. Hmm. He's both of his retinas detached. He's like Michael Bisping.
Huh.
Hmm.
But but more alpha.
Dude, he has a record of 76-9-1.
So how
Huh.
did he lose to Chase Moore? Unless kickboxing is so, I don't know. I feel like he probably just didn't train for the fight at all.
Probably. I mean, um, his last fight was let's see, look at his kickboxing record. His last fight was in 2020 and he was fighting I don't think he actually fought anybody seriously since 2016. He got the eye injury in 2016 and then he did apparently mixed he did one mixed martial arts. It doesn't even give me the date. Uh, this is he has an amateur UFC amateur kickboxing fights up to 2010. I guess that's when he went pro. Yeah, and then the fight with Chase Damore for the MFB Misfits Boxing Association. Okay, their heavyweight title. Which, if I remember correctly, didn't somebody like cool have that at one point?
No idea.
I know they were
Don't
all
even know
like
when.
memes.
I'm pretty sure Misfits Boxing is like
What?
fake.
Dude, it's did you know that Darren Till is their also didn't know that this was a thing. There's a Bridger weight. He's their Bridger weight champion. And Bridger weight apparently is just super cruiserweight. You know Tony Ferguson is their middleweight champion?
Yeah, I did know that. I did know
That's
that.
crazy. Dylan Dennis, their light heavyweight champion. Wow.
That's something. So this is a that's kind of funny because like Dylan Dennis can't fight either, or well, he can
Yeah.
fight, but he's not a good
No, he
striker.
can't. He can't fight. Also, that dude is such a fucking clown. That was so like I don't like Logan Paul, but that was such a fucking weird ass thing that he went on Twitter for like a year and a half. Just to just to look like Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua. Actual grappling. But I guess we should enough with the what do you call it? Enough with the peripherals. We should just talk about the Jake Paul and
The
Anthony
fight.
Joshua. Yeah. Which was just
Wait, before we talk about that fight, let's talk about Tyron Woodley getting knocked out.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we could say the same thing about any of the Jake Paul fighters. Like, dude's not a boxer. He was a
Yeah, but it's
wrestling
not like yeah,
specialist. You know?
but it's not like he fought like a prime fighter. He fought like a 40-year-old Anderson Silva,
Yeah, but at least Anderson Silva was a specialist in striking, and they're both old as
but
fuck
he's
though.
50.
Yeah, but how old is Tyron Woodley? Dude got
I think he's like 40 something.
he's 43. Yeah, I don't know, man. People see his like. There's a reason why Tom Brady or Randy Couture or it's kind of the main two that I think of when it comes to, or like maybe George Foreman. I don't really know a
Well, I think
super
George
long career in
Foreman was just so
baseball.
gift like he had so much power in his hands that it didn't matter like what age he was. You know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm
Like if he
saying.
touched
Like a
like he
timeless.
touched you, it's over. And he also like he was just like a super version of Deontay Wilder because he had like he could box like he can like at least
Well,
box you if he needed to.
it's
Deontay
because
Wilder does not have boxing skills. He's just all power.
yeah. Have you seen his swings? It is crazy. Like unfortunately, um, he was able to just kind of skate by on his knockout power for so long, but it is the craziest type of wasted energy and lack of efficiency. But it was okay because he would just touch you and you would explode. But that's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
that's
though. Like truly timeless individuals that are able to compete heavily in a sport for so long. There's only like a handful of people in all sports that are like that. Except maybe golf. A lot of those golf dudes fucking stuck around forever. But yeah, man, 42. You can't compete at a top level anymore. Sorry. 43, go home. Go be like Ben Askren before he got like the double lung surgery, or be like Daniel Cormier. Just fucking go to a high school and be a wrestling
and
coach.
yeah, but Tyron Woodley like getting knocked out like that was crazy because like you can just tell the way he strikes. It's it it's all about it's all about MMA. Like he needs MMA to set up his strikes. And also when he was at the later end of his MMA career, he wasn't even striking. He was like hesitant. Like he just lost the will to fight, kind of.
Yeah, it
And
reminds
now
me
it's
of
just sad.
Adesanya, except he wasn't even like setting up for takedowns. He just like fucking just doesn't throw. I don't know. I've never been
I
in
think
that spot though.
With Adesanya, after he beat Alex Pereira, he's like, "Yo, I don't have to do shit anymore."
I don't know. There's like a like when I did wrestling in high school, there was like certain matches that I was in that made me so physically exhausted Um, that I like knew what I had to do, and I simply just couldn't do it. Uh, I always I started out in heavyweight in wrestling because in that like that's like the only sport where weight like really matters because they keep track of all that shit. So I was like 210 pounds or whatever at the beginning. And then I quickly lost all the weight because you're like doing heavy cardio for 3 hours a day for 5 days a week. I was like 185 very quickly, but we didn't have a heavyweight. So I always wrestled up. And in heavyweight, it's 220, anywhere from 220 to fucking 280. And they were never dudes that were 220. They were always 280, 265. It was so
Yeah.
fucking it was ridiculous and bullshit. So I'm fighting 60 pounds up, and some of those matches just had made me so physically exhausted. Like all I knew, like I in the one match, we were going back and forth forever, and I was losing by like 2 points. All you needed to do was take him down, and I won. There was like 15 seconds left. We were both so exhausted, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So like what I'm trying to say is I can understand dudes in points in a fight where they know what they have to do and they just can't do it. And that's on top of being punched in the face a lot, you know? So
Yeah.
I truly don't know until it's like I feel like it's one of the things where until you've been in it, you can understand it. But there are some of those fights where you just keep getting touched and you just keep getting hit in the face and you just are like stunned. Like you're just like stunned and you just keep standing there. Then you just keep getting it more and more. And then that and who knows, maybe it's also actual brain trauma in real time.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that there's sports out there and you can just like basically give out free CTE without consequences.
I mean, every sport besides maybe baseball and golf, you know? Football you could
Basketball,
just
I don't think you're getting CTE unless you're falling on your head.
listen, James Harden took a vicious elbow to the head.
I guess.
Marcus Smart
That
got
was
stepped on
like
by Joel Embiid.
he didn't get stepped on his head, did he?
I thought it was. Maybe I'm just
No.
misremembering. Embiid step on head. Joel Embiid actually. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Grant Williams. You might hear an ad here. Give me 1 second. Turn the volume off. Anyway. Oh, adjacent random thing. Uh, the UFC. You can now watch all of the UFC's content for a year for $60 with whatever TV subscription they have. I'm just now remembering it. I really like that.
Oh, Paramount?
Yes, good for Paramount, man. All right, so that one I'm watching the Embiid thing. It was kind of on accident. Like he fell and he was trying to avoid his face. But that is to the back of the head, so people make a big deal out of that as well. Anyway, what was our original? Where were we going with all this?
Oh, we're talking about the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah. Okay, so remember that scene from Rocky where he would just punch the meat in the freezer?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was that fight.
Dude, people were like saying that Anthony Joshua should have knocked him out in the first round. I was like, you people aren't watching the fight. Every time Anthony Joshua like went in to do anything, he was like grappling him. As soon as
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua got it close, he would just like start like grabbing him, and it's like, all right, well, what do you expect him to do?
I mean, that's just there's certain realities to boxing that people don't like. People don't like people that point spar or point fight. People don't like people that, you know, that hug. But that's just how shit's going to be when you're fighting a dude that's so much taller and has so much more reach. There's only so many things you can do, you know.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, but the one thing
Um
I do hate about boxing, and I don't know if you do too, is the how long it takes for a fight to start. I absolutely hate it. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember the Francis Ngannou and what's his face fight, Tyson Fury, but it took them at least an hour to start the fight from the last fight. And it's like this is why boxing's like kind of dying.
Nah, I don't think. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I don't agree that it's the cause of boxing dying. I think boxing is a it's like a I don't know. It's just like it's flawed from the start, I think. Like I was already ranting about this before. We were talking about this, but it's just dudes that are promoters, and because they have all the money and influence in the spot, they're able to manipulate the fighters. Like they'll sign certain fighters and they'll pad their records, so then people will only want to see these guys fight um when people just care way too much about a boxing record. Like if you see a dude lose the first fight or his first fight ever, to get his first loss, he's like fucking useless now. He's like a nobody. And it's like I think the UFC does it in a really good way because you can tell when a dude has a couple losses on his record. You can look at who he lost to, and that will also help determine your outcome on your overall thoughts on them. Because who cares if this dude has a 20-0 record, and if you look at the record, and half the losses are for guys that have only had 4 fights. I could get a fight right now, and be 0-0 and be a part of some prestigious record of some guy. And it's all meaningless, but in order for promoters to set up this dude that they've put on a pedestal versus another promoter's dude that they put on a pedestal so then they could fight and make $100 million and it still be ass at the end of the day. That's the other problem too. Sometimes the fights could just be ass.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, the fights are ass, and like, there's not a lot of star power in boxing either.
Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. We in Philadelphia, we had like the not middleweight, not featherweight, but somewhere in between weight world champion. And there was an article he put out in the Inquirer where he's like, "I'm the world champion, and no one gives a fuck." And I actually hate
Oh,
being in the city.
Boots Ennis or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not.
That
It is kind of weird to ask people to suck your dick for being a boxing champion in like the city. Like it should be like a cool thing where it's like, oh yeah, man, dude, that's tough. I'm not gonna suck your dick, but at the same time, yeah, like why don't people care about that? That is a really cool achievement to be a champion of the world in your weight class. To represent like
um,
a historic city of boxing like Philadelphia. Ugh.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's not enough star power. Nobody cares about boxers.
Yeah, and I don't know. Well, again, it's because of the promoters. Like I don't know that, and like the concept of the Gold Gloves has been tarnished and sullied. Um, there's no incentive to have an amateur scene because you could just do a couple amateur fights, get it out of the way, and just go pro and try to start making money. I don't know. I, it's sad because I like boxing. It's a really cool sport. There's just something about it that's super dope. Of just like two dudes coming together, and like it really doesn't matter like who they are, or where they're from, and they could just beat the fuck out of each other, and then one dude just wins. And it's like there's something to that because that was kind of also before MMA was truly like an established thing. Um, so that was like the thing that you look to, like yeah, two dudes fought and one dude would win. There's something definitive about that. There's something I don't know, gladiator ish. The people always want gladiator. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, the boxing, like the fact that Jake Paul is like a big star in boxing makes me sick to my stomach because he shouldn't be. And there's nothing he can do about it. Like people want to watch him lose, but at the
Now he
same
lost
time, like
twice.
yeah, he lost. He lost twice, but this is what people were saying before he fought. They're like, fight someone in their prime, fight a boxer in their prime. Don't fight old men. Don't fight like 50-year-old retired MMA fighters. Fight an actual boxer, and actual boxer. That you're not like. There's obviously like no size difference because before this fight he was gonna fight Gervonta Davis, who's like 130 pounds.
I don't
And
know. I think that's a fucking. No, I'm not saying you specifically, but more to the comments that people are saying online about how he should fight somebody his level. If Jake Paul was fighting somebody his level, his third year of training professional boxing, he would be fighting no one you've ever heard of. He would not be fighting a two-time former world heavyweight champion. Or
no,
even when
that's
he
what I'm
was
saying. But
fighting Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, a dude who was also a former, right? He was a former world champ or was a current world champ, whatever the fuck. A dude that was way out of his league. So people just have not weird, people just have unrealistic
no, but
expectations
I
of this
think I
guy
think this is
because they
where
don't
this
like
is
him.
where this is where like the disconnect happens because he's fighting old men. Like he's not. He fought a 55-year-old Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What's like why? What's the point in that?
Well, there's multiple ways you can answer that. Why did Mike Tyson want to accept the fight? Because it was money. People would pay to see it. Why, as like a skill level, Mike Tyson has a lot of skill in boxing. He's been training it for at least 20 years of his life.
Jimmy, he wasn't training for like the last 10 years. He's like 50. Like
Oh,
there's
I'm
no way he
sorry. I
was training.
forget that we just lose all of our training and experience that
With
we've
age,
developed.
you don't have the speed, you don't have the mindset anymore. Like it just goes away.
It's almost like true good boxing technique is what make Mike Tyson really good and not just that he had lots of power.
I never said he didn't have technique, but the technique can also go away because you're not training every day. You think 50-year-old Mike Tyson's going to the gym every day to train?
I
Like you're
I believe that
no,
he
he's not.
was at
You're
one
just
point.
rage baiting for
No, 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 no,
you're
no.
just rage baiting for freaking Jake Paul right now.
No, I don't know. I think there's a little bit more that's going into this thing. I think you're downplaying it and I may be upplaying it. Whatever that word is. Upselling it and you're downselling it.
I'm not downselling. I'm just saying like his first ever boxing match was against a retired NBA player. Now where
That's a perfectly fine to have a first match against somebody that was also just as not trained as you were.
but he was also like 40 and you're
So
like 23.
so
All right. I
I
mean,
just don't understand. Like I don't know. Like yes, yeah, obviously a dude that's 40 is not going to be as he's not in his peak physical condition anymore. Yes. That happens all the time though. It happens all the time in boxing. It happens all the time in UFC.
no, but you're not. You're looking at it as like Jake Paul isn't like just cherry picking opponents.
He absolutely is, but that's what I'm saying. This is what they do. I don't know why people are like what do you think truly like if you wanted to be a boxer, you fight fucking losers. You fight fights that you can win to pad your record. So then when you want to make money in the industry and finally have to fight somebody that is of your skill level or better, you make a lot of money so that if you lose, you have made a good chunk for yourself. And you could still continue to fight, but nobody will really care as much to watch you. You're telling me
Yeah,
if
but
Jake Paul lost his first 3 fights, would anybody have cared or would he have gotten to that position?
yeah, because he's still a celebrity.
No, he wouldn't have. You watch a dude lose three
All right.
fights. You watch Jake Paul lose 3 fights. You're like, why should I give a
I
fuck
mean,
if he fights a fourth
I don't
person?
watch him fight. I don't really care about his fights. The only time I watch is like this one where he's fighting someone who's like obviously not his level, or like he's obviously not at their level.
So then, okay, here you go. Then why did Anthony Joshua accept that fight when he's clearly not the same level and he's fighting down?
Money, money.
So it's fine when Anthony Joshua does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw a passing headline. Jake Paul is down to fight low key soft Francis Ngannou. Dude's ate too many. Dude's ate too many shots. His brain's gone. Oh no. Also, there's some. Oh, so by the way, Anthony Joshua absolutely fucking brutalized Jake Paul. Broke his
Oh
jaw
yeah, he broke his
in two
jaw.
places or whatever. Right, a double broken jaw. Does that mean you have to retire? I was hearing that too. When you have a double broken jaw, you're forced to
I don't know.
retire. Jake Paul
I hope he retires.
retires from boxing. Jake Paul has not retired. Okay, so fake news. Double jaw fracture, and teeth damage. He confirmed he wants to keep fighting. Okay. With potential future opponents including Canelo Alvarez. Okay. You're going to die. And Tommy Fury. Okay. That's another loss. Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if Tommy Fury's a good boxer.
I mean, he's also fraudulent. He
Yeah,
almost lost to Jake Paul. But that's
yeah.
like the same thing too. He had what, 10 fights? And I don't even think it was a good record. Like he was obviously being carried by his brother and that he's like handsome and he was on a reality show. Yeah, he's had 11 fights. And one of them was KSI and the other one was Jake Paul.
Oh boy, KSI fights. Who's excited?
the
Ooh.
fucking
The one thing
hairline.
I do hate about like these like influence boxers are they all do the grabbing and like KSI, he'll move in and out, and then once anybody gets close, he'll start grabbing. And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
this is why like I sometimes hate watching boxing because other fight like good pros do it too, and it's so
Yeah.
boring.
It's no, it's one of them strategies. So, it's just you can't
Yeah,
fucking
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's like
yeah.
a bad strategy. It's just boring.
It's
It's like when people in MMA complain about wrestling.
yeah. Yeah.
It's
It's
like
just it's just
that's
the
the
way it is.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least in wrestling, if you have a good wrestler who knows how to control it, he'll beat the shit out of somebody. In like boxing, like they just grab each other and that's it. And then they get separated and they do it again.
Well,
And
they
then they
should
keep
be
doing it.
forced to. That's I don't know, because that's a referee decision at that point. You like I think when Joe Rogan screams about never letting somebody stand up or whatever, that's how I feel about refereeing for for that type of shit in boxing. Give him a fucking point. There should be no reason if I am starting to hug from round one and we have a 10 round fight. There's no reason why I'm getting like a warning or two for hugging for stalling. Like that's what it is, and it should be thrown a lot more frequently so that it won't happen. But I don't know. I think that there's kind of like the promoters. Like I think there's something to that. I'm not saying that there's like a corrupt sports commission, but I think people know that's what shit's gonna happen before it does, and they
Yeah,
are lenient
yeah,
to
but
it.
boxing is corrupt though, so I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, like Tommy Fury, like he was fighting. Like that's the other thing too. When you're like first starting out in boxing, you have to condition your body way differently. You get to slowly build up. Like Tommy Fury's first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights were 4 round fights. Even his Jake Paul was an 8 round fight, but after that he did 6 round fights. Like that's another thing too.
yeah. Do you know there's a different rule for women boxing and men's boxing?
Is there?
Yeah, like for women, like women, like regularly it's like 10 2-minute rounds, and then
Yeah,
men's is like
that makes
15 or something
sense.
like that, 15 3-minute rounds, and it's like,
That
why
makes
can't
sense.
women just do the
Probably because I think. there is some science to that. I don't think women have a the same knockout rate that men do. And so if they get more tired, then it's just going to be a lot of just not powerful punches. Before I could get completely nailed to the cross for not only now my homophobia on this episode, the sexism, let me try and Google some stats. Women's boxing KO percentage. Percentage? What would you call it? Chance? Maybe? Because
I don't know.
I'm just getting fucking, oh, 26 seconds of female fighters getting knocked out cold. Excruciating body shots. I want to know the science. Because I'm pretty sure, at least for the UFC, that's like another reason why people don't like women's MMA is because there's not a lot of knockouts or subs. It's a lot of like go and get decisions.
Yeah, except Amanda Nunez.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's also due to it's also due to like higher weights. So when you got higher weights, you're more likely to knock people out because you got more force, you got more meat throwing them on them bones. Um, yeah. Oh, isn't Amanda Nunes fighting somebody?
Yeah, she's fighting Kayla Harrison.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's
gonna be a
gonna
very
die
good fight.
there. There's, completely ignore everything I just said. Somebody's gonna die there. Somebody's getting knocked out. I hate, I hate the Microsoft Bing. I like Google. Google, you search
Why do you use
UFC.
Microsoft Bing?
Well, because I'm on my computer, and so when I'm on my computer, I use my whatever. I didn't feel like downloading Google Chrome, so I
Okay.
just use whatever. But when you use Google, like if I Google NFL, it'll show me like all the games. Like I'm gonna switch now. UFC, it'll bring up like a thing, so it'll show me. Uh, was it 223? No. What is it? It's not happened yet. Okay, never mind. It'll show me future promotions so I can see what the things are going to be, but apparently it's not. It must be way far in advance. Somebody's going to die. That's all I know. Gaethje versus Patty Pimblett. Yes, here we go. January 24th. I forgot cuz they basically take at the end of the year they take off for a big chunk. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Amanda Nunes isn't even ranked. What happened?
Yeah, because she was retired.
Oh, she's coming out of retirement. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Derek Lewis is fighting. That's dope. Oh, and he's finally fighting somebody higher than him. Remember that time he was like, I'm tired of everybody calling me out. I want to fight for the belt, but I got all these young dudes keep calling me out. And he finally fights somebody a little bit higher. That's cool. I've never heard of Waldo Cortez Acosta before, but good for him.
He's new, but he went through the division. He like from like this year alone, he's had like 5 knockouts.
Huh. Umar Nurmagomedov. That's cool. I
He's
thought
fighting who's he fighting? He's fighting someone good, right?
yeah, Figueiredo.
He's fighting
Former
Davison.
yeah, former champ. Former champ. It's crazy how they got the flyweights, like a really good flyweight fight. Natalia Silva and Rose Namajunas. Like way down below. That's kind of crazy.
Because Rose is a boring fighter,
Yeah, I know. I know.
and she got
Dude, this
groomed.
Denzel Freeman has got fucking arms like Miles Garrett. Damn.
You know, Rose got groomed.
Yeah, I vaguely know about that. It was I don't that's another one of them things too where it's like I'm not in the gym, so I don't understand it, but doesn't that happen a lot? Well, not happen a
I
lot, but
don't
isn't
think it
that like a
does.
thing that
I don't think
happens?
it does.
Just
No,
like chicks in a gym and then like the coaches are just cuz you like spend so much time with them and it just kind of it fucking sometimes it happens.
No, no, I don't think it does.
Huh. Patty Pimble looks weird with a little beard here. He's got a little beard.
You want to move on to NFL? Let's talk about the football games.
No, I didn't watch any.
Oh, did you win your thing? Your
What?
dad's
Oh no.
oh, you didn't?
I was way off, dude.
You were?
I took a picture of it. I had Eagles, which I won. I lost Chicago.
Did you have the Packers winning? Oh well,
Yeah,
in your defense, the Packers had an injury. Like the Packers lost their quarterback.
yeah. So I do a thing with my dad. I basically on Thanksgiving, my dad has like a work pool with his friends. There's only like 11 of them, so it's $10, and I won because I scribbled in answers with like 3 minutes left before the game on Thanksgiving started, and I won that week. So ever since then, I've been playing, and I've been like game theorying myself out of winning every week because I keep overthinking the answers. But I always like to go with a good narrative. Like I was like, oh yeah, the Packers always lose to the Bears, or the Packers always beat the Bears. So let me pick the Packers. Um, I did the Bills, who won. That's cool. I picked the Chargers. Or no, I picked the Cowboys, who fucking lost. I picked the Titans. Let's go. I got that one. Uh, Jets and New Orleans. I picked the Saints. Okay. I only got one wrong so far. Two wrong. Minnesota and the Giants. I picked Minnesota. Oh, I fucking won that one. Okay. Lost Tampa Bay and Carolina. Panthers won. Fuck them. Bengals, I won. I did Denver. The Jags won. That's crazy. Uh, Atlanta and Arizona. The Falcons won. Okay. Pittsburgh lost. Pittsburgh won. That was crazy. I had Houston and New England at Baltimore. Patriots won. And then I don't know why I forgot that fucking Philip Rivers was playing. So
Bro,
I picked the
he was
Colts.
dicing up that defense.
Yeah, but 48-27. Oh my god, what did Christian McCaffrey do? How many points did he have? Oh my god, 117 rushing yards, 6 catches. Oh my god, 117. So that's 11.7 plus 6 plus 2.9 and 2 touchdowns. Oh my god. So he won Noel the fucking week, huh?
Yeah, he did. And Noel's in the championship game, and it disgusts me. It disgusts me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, he pulled it out the ass. 32 points. The young lion. Wow. So the league terrorist is in the chip, and he could take it all and ruin it for everybody. Ruin everybody's spirits. All because of me? Dude,
Yes.
this is awesome. I can't wait to give my team to Noel again next year.
Why would you do that? Why would you draft 4 running backs and trade away two of the best ones for nothing?
Well, to be fair, everybody was given the option. Did I not say in the group chat, McCaffrey's on the trade block?
Yes, but then you
Okay.
offered him the trade. You offered him the trade. It wasn't like you got the
Okay.
trade offered to you.
Okay. And
And you could have given me
why
that
you
trade.
mad?
I had better players. No, you
Nah.
didn't.
Nah.
You
Nah.
offered Noel. You could have offered me that same trade for Puka Nakua.
Yeah, and you said no.
No, you didn't.
No,
You
you
didn't
didn't. No,
offer
you
me that
didn't.
trade. You didn't offer me Noel's trade. You didn't offer me that same trade. You said you're gonna get Chase Brown and you'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
That's what you said to
And you
me.
should have been.
No, I'm not gonna be happy with Chase Brown. I'm not giving up Puka Nakua for Chase Brown.
He did better than
No,
what
he
you thought.
didn't.
That's not true.
Yeah,
You're
it is
all
true.
right. Listen. All right. You're just mad,
I'm
and
I'm mad because you were stupid enough to give Noel 3 players for 2,
that's
and
literally
one of them was
every
Christian
trade offer in the
McCaffrey.
league.
No, no, you gave up
No.
Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Waddle, and Michael Pittman for Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb. Am I right?
Yeah.
You could have just done CeeDee Lamb and fuck Devontae Adams for Christian McCaffrey, and who else did you give up? Michael Pittman. That would have been fair.
Did Jalen Waddle even do anything?
Jalen Waddle gave him depth.
When you say depth, what does that mean? What does that look like?
It means if someone gets hurt, he has someone in the back end that he can use who can also get like 15 points a
Wow.
game.
A whole 7 points and a whole 12 points. Wow. Wow. Listen,
Yeah, you were like,
just because you
no,
you
no,
drafted
no. It's
bad and
because
your guys
I
were
didn't
hurt.
draft bad. Everyone got hurt.
Yeah,
Everyone kept
everybody
getting
got
hurt
hurt.
every
Well,
week.
obviously, if they got
Everyone.
hurt, that means you drafted bad. Okay, I don't draft hurt players,
Okay, sure.
and look where I am.
Uh, okay. All right.
Also, you know what? Since we're getting into this again, we are officially playing each other for seventh place. Seventh
It's the
place
consolation prize
in the
championship.
National Football Fantasy Championship
That's the
here.
real championship. Nobody cares about no else.
True. I'm actually going to post that in the group chat now. Real chip. There you go. Fucking what? I screenshotted it, but it when you send it as a message, it like crops it. I wanted it to be as it was. But yeah, I'm gonna cook you.
That's what you said last time, and you lost.
Okay. I'm gonna cook you now. I'm gonna put in
Okay.
Taysom
I
Hill.
hope you do.
Taysom Hill
I
is
hope
going
you
to
do.
cook you.
Oh, Taysom Hill. Yeah. I hope he does.
I think I'm gonna put him in for my final on the other league. Might do it because we could talk about this. DK got suspended.
Oh yeah, because he punched a fan, and he was
Yeah,
saying the fan said like the N word, and like there's video proof that the fan did not say any of that.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and debate that, but I think there was some other context where like that dude got into it with DK before, and fucking DK complained to the people about him, and they still fucking let him in to harass him. Which
Oh, I didn't know that.
I I don't know, because at the one hand, I do think it is very funny when like that fat white dude was flipping off Russell Westbrook, and he was like looking at him very funny. That was cool. That was funny because it was my side. But then I look at this as like a passive observer because like I don't care about the Steelers or the Lions. And there's always like incidents that come up of negative fan interactions with professional athletes. And
Yeah.
so I can sympathize and they're like, "Yeah, they're a person. So just because you paid a ticket doesn't mean that you get to scream whatever at them." But also at the same time, dude, you're a fucking professional athlete that's getting paid millions of dollars that will make more money to play a fucking game than I will my entire life and maybe my next generation. So like, who cares if I scream your government name at you? I think also especially because that's what the other guy was saying. His name is like Declan or something, and he hates being called Declan. It's like, does
Declan.
that
What is he, a
fucking
white kid?
yeah, maybe, maybe that's why he got that so many times. He's fucking sick of it. Maybe that's why he got super jacked to begin with. Because who's
Dude,
gonna
stop
want to
calling me
fuck with?
Declan, bro.
Who's gonna fuck with Declan? Also, that's the other thing too. It's the Streisand effect. It's just you're gonna make it worse everywhere you go now. Everybody that doesn't like you is just gonna call you Declan. Um. So yeah, I don't know. I feel for both sides of this equation here, but at the same time too, like why can't I harass you if you're an opposing team player? Like, isn't that kind of the whole the whole deal here when it comes to being a sports thing? Like, I know Philly is kind of especially brutal. I've seen a couple interactions with opposing fans that were not necessarily the most pleasant. Like one time growing up, I was like taking the train to go to an Eagles game, and this poor lady, train crammed with Eagles players, not like Eagles, like everybody's wearing the jerseys and shit. She's wearing a fucking Cowboys jacket, and like the whole fucking train is just heckling this poor lady.
She
Um,
deserved it.
yeah, yeah, she deserved it for fucking existing
Dude,
in
speaking of
the wrong
Cowboys
spot.
fans, so I left Twitter, or I deleted Twitter, and I've been on Facebook. And on Facebook, Cowboys fans are freaking hilarious. They're over here talking about how like Dak's so great because look at his stats, and then not even Eagles fans, like random people will just bring up, but he doesn't win anything. Like the stats are great, but what does he win?
Yeah,
And like it's true, like you can have great stats, but if you're not winning anything, what's the point? Like, you know what
yeah,
I
I don't
mean?
know.
Like
I
I
think
think these
it's
people are so delusional that they forget that winning's the main thing. Like you could have like great stats, but if you're not winning, then like there's no point in having the stats. Like you could have a 4,000 yard season, you could have a 50 touchdown season, but if you're gonna like be sitting at home when it comes playoff, like what's the point of those stats?
yeah, like we have our friends have a friend in high school that they went to, or let me start that all over. A classmate of one of my friends, there we go, became like a Cowboys fan convert for no reason, and would post on IG stories all the time about the fucking Cowboys. And yeah, sometimes it just comes off as a little much. A little
Yeah,
much
it's like,
sometimes with the
and
Glazers.
all, dude, everyone on Facebook just talks about how Dak's so much better than Jalen Hurts, and it's like, cool, he can be so much better, but Jalen Hurts is a ring. Dak has been in the league 10 years and has 2 playoff wins. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And you guys, and the people can talk about stats and all the time, but at the end of the day, like stats don't mean shit. Stats are what losers bring up when they want to make a good point.
Which is why I always say that Bill Russell is the GOAT.
Okay, well, no.
But rings are the most important. Is that not what you were just saying?
No, I'm saying winning is the most important. And
Yeah.
Bill Russell, there you got to use context. All right, you got to use context. Bill Russell, there was like
Hmm.
10 teams when he won all.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, you know
It
what?
just it seems like I have just turned your entire argument and blew it out of the water.
What are
You're
you, Cowboys
spreading
fan? You a Cowboys fan?
you're
Are
spreading
you a
fake
Cowboys
news
fan?
propaganda. I just want you to be consistent. Say
I
Bill
am being
Russell is the
consistent.
GOAT.
Jalen Hurts is doing it today. Dak Prescott's not doing it today. It's
Doing
not
what?
like Bill Russell, Jalen Hurts did it in the '60s.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's when Bill Russell did it. That's your point.
Yeah. No, no, it's not that when he did it. It's how many he did.
Okay, it's easier to win when you have 11 teams in the league.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's harder to win in the NFL today. And my point is, Dak Prescott hasn't won. And people, like, my argument about Dak has always been, yeah, Dak's skilled. He's a good quarterback. But when the lights are too bright, he doesn't show up.
Yeah. I don't I don't know why I don't know why you're trying to argue with me.
Because you said Bill Russell's the GOAT, and you tried to
Yeah.
say that, well, isn't.
He's got the most rings for his sport. That was like a completely just adjacent comment. Yet it stun locked you apparently.
I hate when you try to rage bait
Is it rage baiting if it works?
me.
I should make up a new term. What's like an automatic?
I
It's
heard
not
you went out
even.
on a date with a trans man the other day. How would
That's
that
not
go?
true. That's not true.
How did
And
that go?
it's
How
doing.
did that
It
go?
actually went really well. And
Did you guys?
I don't think you should be talking about your dad like
Oh, that's my dad's a trans man.
that. No, it's your mom, but she transitioned.
Oh, okay.
Or
But no, that's not
did I
my
use that
parent. But
wrong?
I heard she was Latina. How did that go?
Ah,
See, I got you.
yes. No, that was a bit. That was a bit, and it got Evan, and it made me really fucking. It made me laugh really hard.
Oh, speaking of Evan, let's talk about what we did on Saturday.
Besides, your mom.
So I did my mom. That's what you're saying.
No, we did
That's
together.
that's
We
no,
ran a
that's
two
that's
man.
weird.
It's
That's
not really
weird.
weird.
That's strange.
He kept looking at me the whole time though, which I will say is kind of weird.
you need help. You need
You were in
you
the
need
cuck
help.
corner. Speaking of cuck corner,
Anyways,
uh,
anyways,
so so we on Saturday we went to Miller's Ale
Miller's.
House. Shout out
Oh,
Miller's Ale House.
yeah. Shout out that waitress who thought we didn't want to give her a tip.
So we went to go watch the Eagles game, and we order food as well. During the process of watching the Eagles game, we pay for our food, and we kind of did it in a fuck ass way, where
I think what happened was everyone added their tip to the bill. Like they didn't
yeah,
do it separately.
yeah,
I think that's what happened. And
yeah.
like
Because we had a
I
couple
felt
people
bad
that
for
were
him.
like, "Oh yeah, pay me in cash." Like we like there was like two or three people where like they were paying somebody else, and they would put that on in their total. So basically, what had happened was the waiter or the waitress comes back, and she's like, "Yo, do we have like a was there like a do you have like a bad service or like what's happening?" And we're like, "No, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, this is like what was it? Was it like a $200 bill?"
Yeah, it was like 240 or
And
something
she's
like
like, "You
that. And she
guys
said
gave me
you
like $18 in tips," and she was like starting to cry, and I was like, "Oh my
I felt
god!"
so bad. I was like, holy shit, here's a $20 bill. And then we all just gave her
We gave her
20s and we
fucking, we
felt
gave
so
her
bad.
like $60.
Yeah, we gave her like a $60 tip on top of the 18 she got from like the
Yeah,
thing. And
yeah. So,
so
th-
she
which
made
I
out
think it
good.
should have been 40, right? It should have been like 48 or something. It was like a
Her tip should have no,
18%.
her tip should have been 60 in total. Like in total. But she made out with that extra $18.
Yeah. So, no, that was
Yeah,
that
she
was
was
our
about to
faults
cry,
though,
and I was
because
like, damn, like
we were putting it in the kiosk. Everybody was putting in different like amounts, and it was all fucking. We should just all next time. We should all just do one big check and then fucking
yeah, and just put it on
Venmo
someone's card and
ourselves.
then just
Yeah.
pay them.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I do. She was when she was like, I don't want to be that person. I'm like, oh my god. I just
And then I
felt so
made a
bad.
joke.
I immediately felt so bad because I was like, oh, we
And then I
fucked
made a
up.
joke. I was like, yeah, what if we said, yeah, yeah, we'll fix it, and then we just left
And
and didn't fix it?
she was like right there still. Oh, so yeah, that happened, and then we were talking about maybe going someplace drink someplace after for vibes, and our friend Ev said, "Oh, my friend is playing at this place, the fucking Abington Club." So, we plug in the directions. I take Abner over because, of course, he's my little Pookie Bear and he's my little passenger princess. Um, Plug in the spot. He puts me in the middle of the fucking parking lot for the whole lot. So there's like an Acme, there's like an apartment building, and it's behind all of that, but it doesn't say anything about that. So that was fun. I had you plug it in. We're going down, and we go. So what I realize now is that was an old because there's a golf course right there as well. We went down the cart path. We drove where carts are supposed to drive, and
Oh, how are we
it
supposed to
was
know that?
yeah, but it was also at the same time we went from going to parking lot to a fucking thin, half broken concrete little path, which I should have put two and two together. So we go up and we finally find the spot, and we go in. It wasn't it wasn't that bad, like vibes wise, but it was just that it was just so packed that
It wasn't even. It
you
wasn't for me.
could
It
not
wasn't
get
even that it was
anything.
so packed. It was the fact that we couldn't get a drink.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the bartenders just did not know what they were doing. Like none of the bartenders were looking at like people to get drinks. They were just doing their thing. And then you had
yeah.
to like call them over. Usually bartenders are
And there was
I'm
three of
pretty sure.
them on a Friday
Yeah.
night, or it was a Friday, right? Or Saturday, right?
So yeah, it just didn't make sense like
Like
how
peak
they were like
hours. That's what I'm saying. Like there should be no reason
yeah,
it
and it
should have
felt
been
like
like
they were
that.
just inexperienced. So like
Yeah.
maybe with experience they'll get better, but like they should have if as an establishment, you know you're gonna have like a lot of people, you should probably get like an
Yeah.
experienced bartender behind there.
Oh, speaking of that dude that commented 2 episodes ago that we will never let him forget. We'll never forget
Yeah.
you. We did pay for a cover.
A
Okay,
cover. Oh yeah, we
we
played for a
paid for the cover,
cover.
and you know where the cover went to? The band. Okay, so there.
You
Um,
happy now, buddy?
yeah, you finally win in the end. Okay, we bowed down to your fucking societal pressures. Um, yeah, they were playing some. The band was cool. It was good
That
vibes.
was pretty good. I
There's
mean,
a
the
big mix
vibes
of
were good.
people too. There were a lot of hot chicks. There were like old dudes. There were in betweeners. Uh,
Yeah.
the best part, buckets, bro. You could buy a bucket
Yeah.
of 6 beers, 6 ultras, $18. Dude, we bought 3 of them. It was awesome.
Yeah. We
Meanwhile,
should have bought
what?
more, but like we couldn't.
But
I
yeah,
couldn't get like.
that was also the other problem. We could not like around this entire bar. It was like 4 or 5. When they took an intermission, everybody went to the bar. It was 5 people deep, the entire bar. Insane. Which kind of doubled down on the problem. And then I feel like we weren't the only ones. Everybody just started leaving because they couldn't get a
No, I
drink.
think yeah. Everyone tried to start leaving because the bartenders. The problem was the bartenders were not paying attention to people. Like they were just they would get called over, do their thing, and then like Evan, for instance, when I got a bucket, the bartender came up to him and said, "Hey, I'll be right back." She said it to him verbatim.
Uh
She never came back.
huh.
So it's like, yeah, no wonder people are leaving. You're not paying attention to anybody. You're just like I don't know how bars work. Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know how bars should work. But it was just you could just tell that it was like the first day for these bartenders. And like if there was an experienced one there, she wasn't helping.
Yeah, I don't know. And then we go over to Steam, which was having a pajama party, which, dude, I don't know. Maybe, like, is the average chick just super thick now? Like, what the fuck? What happened?
I don't know. I wasn't really
Like the
looking.
pajama pants? True. I'll speak on behalf of me and not you, because you kept your eyes glued to the roof because you're such a loyal and faithful boyfriend.
No, I was watching the Bears game.
Oh yeah, yeah, that too. And yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's pajama pants, or maybe it's just the average chick is just fucking thick
Also,
now.
you and Brian said you were gonna shoot shots,
Yes, and we put up
and
0. We put up 0
yeah,
shots.
you didn't
Yeah,
shoot any. You just sat
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. No, I always like usual, like normal. I crumble under pressure. Spotlight is always too bright. The game was played on grass, and we are just made of paper. Uh, yeah, that happened too. You know, oh, well, we saw a chick piss herself. That was a thing, and
Yeah, I felt bad
that
for
led me
her.
to talking to women. If that means anything.
I felt bad for that chick because she looked like she was like
Yeah,
special needs.
I don't know if she was special needs, but it was clearly like she was very she was very thrown by the whole thing and did not know what to do. She was probably already also intoxicated, so that doesn't help it at all. It was an impressive amount of liquid, I will say. It was a big splatter, and like
Yeah, I felt bad for her. And then that's when
I did
like
feel bad,
the
but
three girls were like, "Oh my god, it's your birthday!" And I was like, "It's his birthday
fucking
too."
oh, dude, he starts. Yeah, the chick was like, "It's my birthday." Like, oh, it's his birthday. It's this guy's birthday. Fuck
Um,
you, dude. I saw that same chick.
remember the chick that was standing behind us was trying to say that
Dude, oh
we like cut
yeah.
in
Like I
front of
don't even
her, and I
know. I
was
don't really
like,
think we stood in front of her, but we like got in line and then she like turned to us and was like, "Yo, you fucking cut in front of me." And we were like, "No, we didn't."
"No, the fuck, we didn't."
Didn't she try and push you, or did she what did she try and do?
No,
She kept
she
like
was trying to
mean
argue
mugging
with
you,
us,
like
and I
thinking
was
you were
like,
just gonna like let her go through.
"No, I'm not letting you go. I have to pee."
Yeah, dude, she tried cutting like I'm a very passive person, so she tried almost cutting me out of there a little bit. There was a little bit of a merge of the lanes. because it went to a single file at one point, and she almost cut me out
There,
there.
no, but she wasn't. She wasn't there. She like I remember her literally coming when I showed up. Like she
Yeah,
wasn't there before,
yeah,
so she was just trying to cut in line. I was trying to like mean mug us, and I was like, "No, you're not getting in front of us."
yeah. Not the blonde one in front of us. The Latina, bro. I saw the Latina outside throwing ass. Shit was awesome.
Latina, which one?
The one that was the skinny one.
Oh, the one that said she was 27 when you told her
Yeah.
your age was 35 or
Yeah, I'm
something.
28, and I was like, oh, I was gonna say 30, and then I was like, nah, let me just really brick this interaction, and I said I was 35.
And she was okay with it,
She was. I obviously should have pursued that. Spotlight too bright. Piss was in my pants.
and you did it on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, I did it actually. I said, "Why did you piss? Why'd you piss like that?
I will
Like that?
say,
That
Steam,
one chick."
Steam, when the DJ's good, the DJ's good, but it's so crowded in there.
Yeah, it
It's
was
too
what it
crowded in
was.
there.
It was all right. The one chick though, when we first got in on the dance floor, dude, that one chick was really hot.
Which one?
She was wearing the pajamas, the set. She was with the one friend who was not that hot. What am I saying? You wouldn't know because you weren't looking at chicks. You're watching the Bears game.
Yeah, I don't actually. I really like not even memeing. Like I really wasn't looking at any people. I
He
was
was.
watching
He
the
was
game.
just fully because the TV was like behind. Like normally there'd be one like closer up that would be on. Wasn't even on, so we had to turn around to watch the game half the time. Weren't even facing the fucking DJ, DJ Kev, who was also not DJ Kev.
Yeah, he showed up later.
He was some yeah, it was a random fucking Asian guy at first. But yeah, my first time I've been to a pajama party. It was interesting because I do enjoy a good theme party. But I don't know. I didn't think that many people would actually like show up in pajamas.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool. We should
we
throw a
should wear
party.
pajamas next time.
Well, you would have to be for the pajama party. I'm not just showing up in pajamas. Jamarama. You know what though? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We should. But we should do it on a very warm day, so it like doesn't make sense. Does your family make you wear pajamas for Christmas?
No, no,
Mine does. Do you celebrate
not wear
Christmas?
pajamas. Yes.
Huh. What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Um, that we have off.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Are you a good gift giver? Or are
No,
you
I'm awful.
like Ursula
Yeah,
gets
look,
you a
look.
bunch of shit and then you're like, "Oh yeah, here's a fucking pickleball paddle."
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, all right, so I'm on Facebook right now, and this is like a group called the NFC East Talking Smack or something. So it's like all four fan bases of the NFC East is in this. And like, let me read you something. Hold on.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell
This
you
is
something.
just so stupid.
Is it?
Let me just see if there's something.
What do
One
I?
sec.
In the meantime, if
Here
you
we
are a
go.
sponsor, okay.
Somebody just said Jalen Hurts is Justin Fields with better PR and a elite team around him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wow.
well, Commanders fans, ready?
Uh huh.
8 teams have won back-to-back Super Bowls. Yeah, y'all know where I'm going. They're not special. Try some more. Okay. Like, what is this? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Facebook is so funny.
This is kind of
Oh,
you're kind of giving me like unk right now.
hold on. We'll read this one. Read this one. Ready? You
Uh huh.
ready?
Uh huh. Uh-huh.
Eagles fan hate it. The Cowboys have 5 Super Bowl rings. Here's some advice. If you don't like it, do something about it. Make it go away. It's been almost 30 years. This guy just flamed himself, saying the last time the Cowboys won anything was 30 years ago.
Epic.
All right, you know what? Fuck you,
This is chopped unk memes. I'm sorry.
bro. Facebook's fun. Like it's better than Twitter. Twitter's just like,
I mean, I haven't really used Facebook anymore. Like I used it when I was like 13, and then I was like, okay, my mom's on here. Twitter I used forever, but I'm so happy, dude. I'm still so happy that I got out of there and I haven't looked back. I'm
I haven't been on Twitter, and it's so much better for my health.
low key. I think I'm kind of starting to get on the cusp here of removing TikTok. That's my only holdout, and now that I don't have other social medias, I start to glob onto that one more and more, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not changing anything. I'm just changing where I spend my time doing nothing. But I don't know, like can't I participate in a little, short form little content here first thing in the morning? I like to open my eyes and immediately just hit the FYP, as they say, as the kids say.
Yeah. Oh man.
It makes me
Do you
want
have
to
any
like
conspiracy
read.
theories you want to talk about?
Um oh yeah, so totally not curated content. Conspiracy theories. Well, I'll have you know that I think that AI data centers are going to be the thing that ruins the world.
Oh yeah.
Um, we're building them because we think it's going to generate economic activity. Lord knows how the fuck that's going to work. I don't know how a fucking chat GBT can generate dollar bills. So that's a thing. They're putting them in all of these communities that do not want them. And then when they vote that they don't want them, they fucking sue the towns so that they have to put them in anyway. They'll take your energy because they get a tax break on it, and they'll charge the citizens. So they're raising electrical prices on things that we didn't want to begin with. They're super expensive, which somehow these companies are able to afford because it's totally not an AI bubble. And in the end, when they're built, what's to stop somebody from just fucking blowing it up? Not okay. Not again, okay. Don't put me on a watch list here. But like what's to stop some dude from doing
Cash Patel.
some
Watch
like
this guy.
god
Cash
damn it.
Patel.
God damn it. Some like Fight Club shit where it's like an eco terrorist plot to blow these fucking things up. And then what? You spent so much money on them. I was almost thinking like if I had to guess what they would be used for, it would almost be like they're like the joke that mattress places back in the day were just like FBI like hubs to monitor people because nobody goes into them, but they're everywhere. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, I kind of thought that because they all started like getting bought out, or like a lot of things just started turning into dispensaries. When like dispensaries can probably be the size of a broom closet, why are they buying these huge places? So like they had to. That's like the new way that they're going to monitor people. If the government was going to monitor people, they might as well just do it through these giant AI data centers. That has massive amounts of computing power to be able to just monitor everybody. Now that's my funny answer. The real answer, unfortunately, I think, is a lot more dumb and boring and lame. But I think low key, we're gonna slowly start to phase out of like having actual computers, and it's just going to be that these companies own giant networks of servers of just like processing and all that. Like, have you ever done cloud gaming?
Yeah.
It's it's going to be like that, but it's going to be for every like computer or internet interaction. Like for anybody that doesn't know what cloud gaming is, if you wanted to play Xbox, for example, somewhere in the ether, somewhere like in Argentina, there is a factory or there's like a warehouse, like an Amazon warehouse filled with Xboxes. And when you hit play on that, it will play it on that Xbox and then like a TV signal.
Where
Like
the hell are you getting this from?
that's just how cloud gaming works. Like that's
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. Like it's just a
Mm.
bunch of Xboxes in a spot that'll show you the TV feed basically. Um,
How do you know?
what do you mean?
How do you know?
Like how do I know that cloud gaming is like that?
Yeah.
They tell you.
Oh, I never knew that. I'm legit asking you. How do you know? Like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where I first learned it, but that's what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, they're doing that for video games. What's to stop these giant computing places to just do that for? Because like this kind of goes into another thing too that's been going on. Like you're not into computers at all, but a lot of the things with these AI data centers is that uh they're raising the prices on critical computer components for the consumers. So like if you wanted to build a computer, I don't know, put it in car terms, the engine, the transmission, and the tires just became incredibly more expensive. Um, like if you wanted to get RAM sticks a month ago, the price for certain RAM sticks now are up 200%. Certain companies are pulling all of their computers for the public and they're solely dedicating them to making chips for these AI data centers. Samsung is going to stop making SSDs for the consumer. There was one other thing too. Nvidia was going to reduce the GPUs that they made by 30%, just so that they can all feed it into these AI data centers. So you're almost like if you wanted to build a computer right now, if you wanted to build $1,000 computer right now, like 2 months ago, it would have been $1,000. Now it's 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, if you can find any. It's insane and ridiculous. Now this has always been a thing because when people were like building those mining rigs so that they can get like Bitcoin, like they were already using RAM and GPUs. But this just further, it's like that, but times it by 1,000, and that you have a company like uh, OpenAI that's now worth billions of dollars, and that's how they make their money. So they have the will, the means, and the the sway.
Mm. Sounds like you're very passionate about this.
Well, I don't know. I've never been too into AI. Like it was kind of funny seeing Will Smith eat the pasta and the video looking really funny looking. Unfortunately, now you can just make the most craziest shit at the push of a button. But that's just like I don't know. That's like new tech. Like it's just this is just like we're on the edge of new tech. Like when people first came out with the internet, I'm sure they were kind of saying the same shit. Like you can go and find all this information that you weren't able to before very easily, and it's bad. I don't know. There's just
Oh
something.
man.
There's just something about data centers that I really, really don't like. It's almost like kind of like the 5G people. I feel probably the same way people
Do you
feel.
think data centers give you COVID, Jimmy? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I feel like it's going to end up, well, not COVID, but there has to be some negative ramifications to the environment. Like they talk about water usage for like Chat GPT. Like the joke is that like, oh, you like ask for a prompt about like some stupid shit, and it's like, oh yeah, 100 gallons of water were just wasted. Like, how is that going to affect a local community? You know? Did I just
Mm.
completely go off on it? Like, did you follow me there at any point, or was I just totally?
You lost me at cloud gaming.
Did you really? You weren't
So
fucking with me. You didn't know. I didn't know. You didn't know how that worked.
no, and then like that face people make, like, damn, that's crazy when they want you to stop talking.
Fuck you,
That's what I that's That's the face I was making, but with like the sounds, I was like, crazy.
Fuck you, Unc.
Mm,
This guy doesn't know how
mm.
cloud gaming works, and he wants to
I didn't know
fucking.
how cloud gaming works. My fault.
What
I'm
did you
so
think?
sorry. I'm
What
not a
did you think?
computer
What was
guy.
happening?
I just thought it was like
It just
they use
happened.
the internet or
The fucking internet.
I just thought it was like something to do with the internet. Like there was like a certain data center in the internet that I didn't know there was like an Xbox and Amazon warehouse of what's actually playing my fucking games.
Something has to play it.
I thought it was like an app or something, dude. I didn't know.
Well,
My
I'm
fault.
I'm
I'm sorry.
glad I'm glad that you learned something today. Now I need you to. I think I was able to do at least 10 minutes there. I need you to also go off on a conspiracy theory that you believe, and you have to pretend that you like it.
Uh, I don't know what conspiracy theory I believe.
Listen,
I don't
we
know if
already
today's a good
got
day for me to do it,
we got
just because
homophobia,
I'm
we
sick.
have transphobia. We really can't get canceled or shadow banned any worse.
Oh, I got one. This has to do with race.
Oh my god. You know what? Maybe I should have cut you off, but no, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see where
I
this
think
goes.
women. I think most women are racist.
Against who?
So when you ask a girl
Oh
what
my
race she
god.
would prefer,
Oh my god.
9 out of 10 times she'll say white, right?
I disagree.
No, you're wrong. I know from experience. You come to Northeast Philadelphia, trust me on this. Um, nah, that's not a conspiracy. I'm just making shit up.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, no,
you just let me go off on some nonsense,
yeah, because it
and
was funny.
you're too cowardly to grab your nuts and
No,
say
there's a
something.
conspiracy theory that I believe, but I'm pretty sure it's true.
What?
That corporations and billionaires rule the world and like that they don't care about the average worker. So like someone like me, if I died tomorrow, my company would just replace me immediately. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
not a conspiracy theory. That's like truth.
Yeah, that's just
That's just life.
yeah.
So
Like it's crazy. Like have you ever had somebody
oh,
die
I
in the
got one.
workplace?
I don't think Jeffrey Epstein did anything wrong. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
See, you forget that cuz I'm the editor of this, I could do things. I could do things with that clip.
I mean, you can, but I'm joking. Obviously, what he did was horrible. I had to look through the
Mhm.
files, but apparently
Mhm.
Trump's been mentioned the most in them. So we have a sitting
Let's
president. Also,
go.
you know what I hate about the presidency right now? It's a complete joke. Like this is supposed to be the leader of our country. He's mentioned in a pedophile's files.
Mhm.
LOL. Um, and then on top of that, he's hosting a UFC event on the lawn of the White House.
Don't
That's
act like
so.
that's not tough. Don't act like that's
I
not
don't think
dope as
that's tough.
fuck.
I think it's stupid. I think it's like shit you would see
Why?
on like Hunger Games.
So is the Olympics a version of the Hunger Games?
No, because the Olympics isn't on the front lawn of the most important government building in the country.
No, it's just a gathering of all of the best athletes separated by country to compete against each other for the entertainment of the populace. Right. Totally not the
Yeah,
Hunger Games.
that's not the Hunger Games because people die in the Hunger Games.
Is the Hunger Games not a symbol for like that shit?
You're comparing the Olympic Games to the Hunger Games, and that's really like it's our viewers, our listeners are gonna listen to this and think, "Wow, this guy's retarded.
So
Why
you
would he?"
couldn't see what I was trying to draw there at all. You couldn't see that nations picking citizens to represent the countries and going against other
They don't
citizens of
pick
different
them. They don't
citizens.
pick them.
Do
They
they?
have sporting
Because
events.
I'm pretty sure the Olympic basketball team you had to
You have to
volunteer.
earn it. You have to compete to earn it. Like you
Yeah,
think Daniel Cormier is one of the best wrestlers ever, and he couldn't even make the Olympic team. You have to earn it to
yeah. That's
go
because Jordan
compete in the Olympics.
Burroughs volunteered and was better. That's what happens when you have more than one. Have you
First of
ever
all, Jordan
seen? Okay,
Burroughs
so
and
this guy
Daniel
obviously
Cormier
does
are
not
not
know
the
ball.
same weight class, so that's wrong.
This guy don't know ball.
Um,
This guy don't know ball.
you don't know ball.
You don't know
You're
ball.
literally
Okay,
just said
so
you literally just said that they pick these countries. So you're telling me right now, someone in Uganda is going into these
Uganda.
people's houses and says, "You are going to be competing in the Olympics,"
No, they obviously have
just
to
like that.
volunteer, but when you have more
They don't
volunteers for,
volunteer. I mean, yeah, they
yes, you
volunteer
do.
because
There
they're
are
competing
Olympic
in the
trials. That is you volunteering to participate.
exactly. There's trials to get. You have to earn to compete in the Olympics to represent the country. In the Hunger Games, you're
In
picked and
most
die.
circumstances,
That is
because there are people
completely
that dedicate
different.
the entire lives to participating in the Olympics. There are some spots in the Olympics that are just wide open because nobody volunteers to participate in that event. Like, have you
Okay,
ever
at the same
seen?
time, you still compared a sporting event where people have to earn the right to represent the country to the Hunger
Oh
Games.
my god. Okay, so I'm not literally comparing the two side by side.
You
I was
kind of are.
drawing
You kind of are. You kind of are.
because we don't live
You're kind.
in the Hunger Games.
Okay, first of
We
all,
live
I wasn't
in a
even.
place where the government can't murder people. So, what's something that's
Can they
very
not? Can they not? Are you sure about that?
oh my goodness, my goodness.
Are you
In
sure?
the same way that they could kill people in the Hunger Games. Yes, I understand that there's a difference between the Susan Collins novel and the real world that we live in,
Okay, but
but
here's what
I'm
I was saying.
drawing
Here's what I'm
some
saying.
type of
Here's what I was
symbolism
saying.
between that and this other location. Do you follow?
Okay, cool. But here's what I was saying.
Oh,
I was saying that it's kind of like the Hunger Games because I don't think a government building should be hosting a sporting event like that. That's all I was saying.
it's not. It's the front lawn of it.
Dude, shut the fuck up. If
Sorry.
you're
Oh,
in
I'm
my
sorry.
front
We
lawn,
can't
are you
have
in
we
my
can't have
house?
sporting events on a
Are you
lawn
at my
now.
house if you're in my front lawn? If I'm at your front lawn, am I at your house?
You're on my front lawn.
I'm at your house. That's the same thing.
Mm, mm, is it?
It's just I just find it strange. I find it stupid. That's all I'm saying. It's I just think it's stupid. I also think it's stupid that an acting president will go to UFC events. Like you don't have anything better to do, bro?
That's also stupid. That's like saying that's like saying it's stupid. It was like it was stupid when Obama would golf or he would play basketball. It's like
Yeah, it was stupid.
people
I'd
have
ball him up right now.
expect like I think it's also like if you want a real answer, I think there is like a certain expectation we have for the president that over time has slowly eroded. Not maybe it's possible that it's because of like all the fucking stupid shit that everybody says nowadays. But I also think it's just because we have so much access now to everybody, to every like you could probably figure out what the president is doing every second of every day. Where there's less time to be like a John Cena where you just give PR answers all the time and you just say things but not really ever saying anything. Like that's what I was thinking about this today. Um like later and later as we get like or as in like as more time passes, presidents are just going to be seen more and more as like your average dude. Like I don't know, if I was president, I would be cursing a lot more than would probably be acceptable on national television. You know what I mean? Like
No,
if
I
I
know
had to
what you're
deal with like
saying.
a
No,
terrorist,
I
I'm
get
like,
what
we're
you're
gonna
saying.
blow these fuckers up, and like that would be like a
I get
big
what
clip, and I know that would
I
be
get what
like,
you're saying with Trump and like how Obama would do that stuff. Trump also does that stuff. Trump goes golfing. He does that.
yeah, because
My
that's what I'm
issue
saying.
is
He's just a person.
he's always at an event, and it's like, brother, why are you here? There's a crisis in the country.
Yeah, but that's just like it's the same thing with anybody's like thing that they're passionate about. Like people only like to the one that kind of comes to an example when I think of that is super that are really people that are really super passionate about Gaza. And it's like they'll just nonstop talk about Gaza, and if you're not talking about Gaza, it's like wrong because there's a genocide in Gaza. So why are you talking about anything else? And it's like I don't know, man. I have to drink water sometime too. I have to fucking be able to focus on some other shit besides Gaza. Just like using that as an example. Like he's the president. Yeah, he's important. He does things. He dictates policies, and he goes to the war room, and he has to look at secret agent shit, and he has to like fuck aliens. I don't know, but
What?
I mean, you don't know what the president. Not no. You know what I mean. Like extraterrestrials. You know, but
Sure, buddy.
he
I'm
has
sure
to
that's
go to
what you meant.
bed. He has to fucking eat dinner. He has to like participate in human activities. Does he make time to show up to like the fucking Sugar Bowl? Probably. What else is really going on at 10:30 on a Saturday night? You know,
Yeah,
like when there's a
yeah.
national
I guess.
disaster, when Puerto Rico had that electrical thing and the country was out, he was down over there. He was doing that. When
Yeah, I
there's
guess. I
a
just still think. I
thing,
still think that we should not be having a UFC event on the lawn of the White House.
I just don't understand what, like, can you fully or can you go a little bit more, like, do you think that the like it is like disrespecting the position of the president, or like it's embarrassing that the government is hosting the UFC?
I don't know. I just feel like it's almost cartoonish in a way that the UFC is getting to host an event on the lawn of the White House. Um, because like I feel like there's certain places sporting events shouldn't happen, and even if they do, like why isn't football the first one or baseball? You know what I mean? Like sports that are like been ingrained in the country for years, and not just UFC because Dana White is a big donor to the Trump campaign. Like I think it's like a political move
If it
doing this. It's not
was,
like,
if it truly was, then he would have had WWE pull up.
dude, I'm down for that. That's WWE's been around for hundreds of years, hundreds, maybe thousands of years. But no, I just think it's
You
like
could say it was
cartoonish. Like
promised
I
to
don't
them
know.
2,000 years ago.
I don't know. It just feels like a very political thing, like a very political niche thing to do. Because
Mm-hmm.
like if the White House lawn is big enough to host a UFC event, why can't he host like a football game against the Commanders and like the Cowboys? Stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like it's fucking the worst thing that can happen. I just think it's cartoonish, is what I'm saying. It just feels like we're living in a cartoon world
Oh well, we are, but
with everything going
why
on.
can't we do fun things?
A, the White House is hosting a UFC event of all events. Is what I'm saying. Like if they did a
Yeah,
football game, I'd be probably okay with it. But the UFC event's crazy
I mean
because
he does pull up to the certain Super Bowl and the college bowls and
yeah, that's great.
whatever.
I don't know,
I don't
man. I
know,
just think
because
it's
you'd have to make a
cartoonish. I don't.
stadium. Like you can make a small MMA
I
apparatus.
just I just think it's cartoonish. Is all I'm saying. I think it's like
That's fine.
it. It just doesn't seem something a president or a country should be hosting. And think about it. It's not like they're hosting like a normal sport. They're hosting like one of the most violent sports in the world. And half the people in it are going to be Russians from Dagestan.
Good. They should all lose. I hope to see them all lose. It's like when France had that UFC event and they tried to fuck with the opposing fighters by like making them do blood tests and staying up late so they'd be super tired so that they can give the French fighters every possibility of winning. Remember Brian Battle was like, "You think I would lose to a French guy?" And then Paris banned him from ever fighting in France again.
Yeah, but he also couldn't make weight anymore, and he got cut.
Yeah, unfortunate. I liked him,
Yeah,
but
he has star
yeah.
potential.
And also the funniest bit of too about the UFC thing is that John Jones, it was probably mostly to have John Jones fight, and he probably now will never fight again.
Now you never know. If the money's right, he'll fight.
Nah. If they can't get him to fight in front of fucking Donald Trump, he's not doing shit.
That's what I'm saying. If the money's right, he'll fight.
Oh, you think that fighting for the president on the White House front lawn would be enough to entice him to want to come out? But no, it's the money. Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's always the money. It's always been about money. I
It's
don't
never the
care what
money.
anybody says. It's always about money. It's
It's
never
because he
about
has a lack of character and morals, actually.
okay, cool.
Stop rage
All
baiting
right.
me.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yes, why do you keep rage baiting me?
I don't rage bait you. I giggle bait you. I joy bait you.
No,
You
you
rage
don't.
bait
You do
me.
not. You no 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 no. That's simply not true. You you uh you oh damn. That's crazy, me.
What?
You oh damn, that's crazy. Me.
I do.
You do, and I don't like it. And so
Well, here's what
we're gonna hash this out
I'll
right
make
here,
you a
right now,
deal.
live on
I'll
the
make you a
podcast.
deal.
Okay.
I'll make you a deal. All right.
Okay. Okay.
I won't oh damn it. Oh, that's crazy you. If the next time we go out, you go
Oh
and shoot five
my
shots.
god. Five? Five? I can't
Five
even get
shots.
one. You want me to do five?
Yes, five.
I don't think I can do that.
I'll stop
I don't
rage
think I can
baiting
agree.
you, and I will get rage baited by you
I don't think
if
I
you
can.
shoot five shots.
Dude,
You don't have to succeed. Just
give
shoot
me
five shots.
give me something more realistic. Give me
No, no, you have to shoot five
what
shots.
about three? What are we counting as a shot
Five.
here? If I look at somebody,
Huh?
if I
No, you
give
have to
like
go and talk. You have to go and talk to women,
how
and you have
long?
to try to get their digits, their
I just have
number,
to
or
ask.
like their yes. Talk to them. See if they want to like,
Do I have to talk? Like,
or
can I just walk up and ask?
no.
Should I
Talk
try
to
the
them.
Rizless? Should I try the Riz approach and just like hold out my phone and just give it to them with like the add number thing?
See
Just
if
try and
that
do that.
works. That's a shot. Yeah, I'll count that.
Okay.
Because I just this is mostly for my entertainment. So I need to see you go up to talk to women. And if you fail, that's funny. And if you get like a
Ah,
girl's number and you guys start dating, that's good for you. So it's a win-win if you ask me.
yeah, but I'm a chud.
What's that?
It's like cloud gaming. You wouldn't understand.
True.
um, yeah, I don't
Isn't
know.
tonight one of the
It's
biggest drinking nights of the year too?
no. Why would December 23rd be a big drinking night?
Because tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
So people
Aren't most
should
people off?
be spending time with their families. Is December 23rd a big drinking night? Spelled drinking wrong. I can't spell, fun fact. Not considered a big traditional drinking night, but it is associated with several festivities. It's National Christmas Movie Marathon Day. Um, Additionally, the night before Thanksgiving is often regarded as a significant drinking night. Therefore, yeah, no, it's not. Powerball is 1.4 billion or 1.7 billion. So if you
Oh, you should buy it.
dude, my mom is obsessed with the Powerball. Once it hits a certain number, she's like, "Oh, you guys gotta get your tickets. You guys gotta get your tickets." We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win. And then even then, I already told her, if I win, friends and family are only getting 10 million. All right. So I don't know what you guys are so excited about. Because it's tax free. You get a one time gift of 10 million cash free, tax free. There you go. Any other cash you give them gets taxed, buddy.
Oh, well, I think that's a pretty good pod for today. We'll
Yeah.
reconvene on Sunday
Will we
for
though?
another pod.
Are we going to talk about
I
our
mean,
Christmas
I'm down.
festivities? We
Yeah,
can
I'm
too.
down.
We can.
I'll
We
let you know
can.
if I got canned from work or not.
Oh, that's something to always look forward to, folks.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to sponsor us for any reason whatsoever, if you are a political campaign, we'll advocate whatever message you want us to send. If you're a foreign entity that wishes to push propaganda about your country, we'll do it. If you are a shady business that steals people's information and sells them on the darknet, we'll do it. Contact Abner's mom, and our people will get with your people. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the podcast channel on YouTube and Spotify. Any other things, Abner?
No, that's about it.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope you get Cole,
Um,
the listener, not
I'm
you.
oh,
Hello, just not
anything
gonna give him.
else?
I thought you were gonna give him a Merry Christmas here. I guess not.
Uh,
Abner hates
Merry
you.
Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. Yeah.
Hmm. Good. 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 If you were a Christmas present, what Christmas present would you be? Leave it in the
Um,
comments.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to know your answer.
If I was a Christmas present, if I was a bad bitch, I'd want to fuck me too. Let's put it that way.
I'd be a nutcracker.